It's the NFL on EA Sports, where Mexico City will play host to a different kind of football. It's the Hawks and the Buccaneers coming up next.
From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And a welcome in, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those ball hawks in the secondary. People after my own heart.
Two teams that came into the NFL together back in 1976. The Seahawks and Bucs are underway. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. As Seattle's offense comes onto the field, we'll see a 10-year veteran under center. Guy who broke into the league as a starter back in 2013, Geno Smith.
This is what this man was born for, the big spotlight on the national stage like this. Really, his entire career, he's demonstrated incredible poise no matter what type of situation his team was in. No situation is too big for him, and you can tell in the way that he takes the field. His self-belief is evident, and he gets the job done in his mind each and every time.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now they'll run it again with Penny. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Smith. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Something looked weird there up front. The offensive linemen, it's like they weren't on the same page.
Yeah, every play design has a huge element of trust that everyone's going to do their job. But if one person doesn't, and you have a breakdown, everything goes to rubble.
And it's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. Well, for a little bit, we thought his story had concluded, but not to be. Here's Tom Brady in his 23rd NFL season, leading the Bucs offense out once again.
For 1 month, many people thought they'd seen the end of the greatest quarterback career in league history. Of course, there were others who expected Tom Brady to come back, and he did so 40 days later for a 23rd NFL season. Leading the league in completions, yards, and touchdowns at age 44, he showed that he's as good as ever. But of course, losing in the divisional round, not the way he wanted to go out in his final game. For TB12, it's Lombardi trophies or bust.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. They'll run it again with Fournette. And down he'll go at the 25. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Brady now on first down. He'll drop this off for Bernard. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. From the 29, Brady. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. That one a first down pickup of 8. Up the gut, Fournette. The tackle there by Quandre Diggs. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a play fake, Brady. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 37. A gain there of 21 yards.
Less fanfare for Chris Godwin than other receivers of his ilk around the league, but he quietly put up 1,100 yards last season. The Buccaneers certainly noticed, and they handed him a new contract extension to continue being the catch magnet that he is. There's another one right there.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Here's Brady to throw. Right back to Chris Godwin. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
This is how offensive coordinators earn their money. He thought he was ahead of the curve after first down.
Got 7 yards first down play, but then you get stuffed there on second down, maybe just a yard out of it. Now your advantage is evaporated. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Now Brady. Open man has got it. It's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 17-yard line. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. He's got it. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Russell Gage from 17 yards out. And the Bucs are on the board first here this afternoon. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. DJ Dallas to return it from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Geno now to throw. Steps away to his left. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. Returnable here from the 38. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
Second and 8. From the gun, it's Brady. Caught by Jones. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. They'll run it here with Bernard. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Gio Bernard didn't tamper what he had done for 8 prior years in Cincinnati, and that was catch passes. He actually caught more passes than he had carries in 2021 as a backup in the Buccaneers offense.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Now a carry for Bernard. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35. Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 16. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Throughout his career, Tom Brady has made a living with the quick pass, hasn't he? How about that one? A little slant inside, and I think his arm's gotten stronger throughout his career, too.
Yeah. You can just see one of many examples of why he's made more trips to the Super Bowl than any other quarterback.
Footwork, intelligence, competitiveness, that's Tom Brady in a nutshell.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He completes it to Evans. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Fournette is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Extra point try now for Succop. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. From the 6. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Vita Vea stopped that play in its tracks.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now it's Smith. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now Geno on first down. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Bucs are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Again, it's Fournette. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. To Evans on the slant. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Brady now on first down. Looking Mike Evans' way again, and he's got another one. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage. That'll bring up 2nd down. Inside handoff now to Fournette. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Brady going to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
So Brady departs, and on is Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal. This will be a 34-yard attempt. Succop's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it. I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it. You mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that they've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Penny up the middle. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Smith. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Geno. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. That's caught by Penny. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And he's gonna miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up a great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Brady. He's going to drop this one down to Bernard. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Throwing now is Brady. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He hit his first, this one from 38. Succop's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the first half.
Well, it's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue, but all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Fielded right around the 8. And able to get this out to the 25. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, let's run through the next-gen stats for the Seahawks in that first half. And not much went right in those first 2 quarters. You can see the numbers on the ground there. Not a whole lot to write home about so far. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bucs ready to go here to begin the third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it, just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him, but even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
They gotta walk that walk, baby. It's showtime, baby. This is where you start. They can't beat us straight up. Let's do it. Y'all got time. Let's go. Come on, guys.
The sack backs him up, 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This is caught by Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 78 yards, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. Extra point put through by Succop, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's go, boy. Let's go.
Smith. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the 3rd quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
Well, still in the 3rd quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Let's have some fun. Let's get something going.
Inside handoff, Penny, and he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. From the red zone now, Smith. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Geno now to throw. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the...
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Devin White defeating the offensive line and getting to the quarterback.
I know nowadays they give a lot of guys different things when they get to the sidelines after creating a big play, but just throw a cape on this guy because he single-handedly ended multiple drives. Interception earlier, sack on 3rd down. Really? Should have a better game plan installed for how to contain him because he's affecting this game in so many ways.
So on 4th down, here's Jason Myers for the Seahawk field goal. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good, and that will cut the lead down to 3 scores at 24. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. And we shift to spotlighting Mike Evans. Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards. But, hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
2nd down and 3. Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A handoff to Fournette. They find some open field here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field. And they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. On 1st down, Brady. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Second and 4. Here's Brady. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Now Brady. Open man, it's Jalen Darden. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Brady again. And Rudolph has it left side.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
This offense so far on third down, they've been excellent. 6 for 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Brady. Open man has got it. It's complete.
And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the 4th quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
From the gun, it's Brady. Touchdown! Kyle Rudolph from 4 yards out.
And the Buccaneers start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. And a decisive advantage became even more decisive. They already had the win in hand, but they keep pressing the tempo, and they pile on with another touchdown reception.
Would you consider that touchdown a reward to all the tight ends on their roster for their effort today? Not just running their routes, but all the time they spent in the trenches, laying down blocks, doing the little things to help that offense succeed. And for doing all of that, they definitely want one of their tight ends to get a touchdown to really seal this blowout.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side.
Maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery.
Fournette, a first down carry. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
77 yards on the ground for Fournette. It's a first down.
The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the fourth quarter.
And with those types of runs, That tells you that they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
Here's Bernard. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
Brady now on 3rd and goal. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
No, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
They'll go with a big bank Fournette, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Buccaneers add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
Suck up for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Let's roll. They gotta walk that walk, baby. That's what it is. That's what it is, baby.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. He'll get this out wide to Penny. And he's going to get before being taken down at the 27. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Smith. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And the return will stop right around the 25. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Now Bernard. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 16. 82 yards rushing for him now to this point. Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
And the Buccaneers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
Brady now to throw. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point try now for Succop. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it's Chris Godwin who finishes things off with a touchdown reception.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, They might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
And Smith's throw into the hands of Fant. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Geno. Man open, it's Goodwin. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 21. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Again, Smith.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now Smith. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Myers connects on the PAT as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Let's be smart. Let's play ball. They can't stop us.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.